audibles, reads, formation shifting, schemes, 4-minute offense, gameplay footage, clock management, and much more. Haha.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, tigers and frogs, welcome to Volume 9, Part 5. This is Coaching and Film Study with Coach KK. Today's title is Clock Management Tactics. As you can see, I'm live in the playoffs, championship round, CC. Gotta love it. It's going to be very tight and competitive. This looks like a dogfight underway. We got a golden ticket out here. We got a stubborn Shannon Sharp. We got he has pieces to a puzzle. You know, he put together a nice little squad right here. And so it's going to be a challenge. And, you know, this is the first drive right here. And he got ball first. Nice. Make him throw it away. I would never go on a 4th and 8 right here while I'm in field goal range in the playoffs right here. Especially on the first drive. I don't know what he's doing. I would have took my 3. It's just like he's risking the biscuit. You know, they say you got to risk it for the biscuit. But, hey, we came up off top. All right, let's get this ball rolling. Like I say, so if he got ball first, that means I get ball back at halftime. In a perfect world, I get the first stop. Then I go score, stop him again, get 3 or 7. And by halftime, I get ball back and get another 3 or 7. And it can possibly be 21-0 coming out the third quarter. You know, you gotta think like that. Check out the 3-second drop back we mentioned last video. You want to take 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. After that, this ball should be gone, whether it's to one of your guys or out of bounds. That's a win for me. You know, you live to fight another down. Some of you guys got to stop playing Madden and play football. Get in the habit of throwing the ball away. If you have the right scheme and preparation and money plays, you can live through drives. You don't have to worry about having to throw the ball every down. You can take chances and run the ball on 3rd down and stuff. Check me out right here. Now, it's not supposed to be my ball. Originally, it's his ball, so I can go for 4th down. Y trail, gun bunch, open offset, Y trail. That's one of my money plays. You gotta have a money play that you don't depend on every down, but you can pull it out your back pocket like for a lifeline if you need it. That's one of my plays. You get to use that play like maybe 2 or 3 times a game, and after that your opponent will probably be catching on to that trail part, and he'll be making sure that both of those guys come across the middle get attended for or accounted for. So as you can see, I'm trying to do this spread offense. He's in some type of stubborn 3-4 covered 4 drop show 2, and he's pressing, he's base aligning, he's man aligning, and one of the counters to this is like a bubble screen like what you just saw right here. This game is going to be based off those linebackers on the outside if he stays in the 3-4. That's what I'm telling myself. You know, you gotta collect data points. You gotta process information if you can. And you gotta process information on the go. On the second drive, you should have an idea of what your opponent like to do. You know, we teach otherwise over here. You know, what we teach is when we're on offense, we like to be diverse, not in just one scheme the whole entire game. You know, we like to be in the same formation the whole game or the whole drive, but we like to do multiple things in multiple sets and make everything look identical to each other, so you never know what's coming. Most of those guys out there in the world, they just got one play per formation, and it's so obvious what they're doing, you know. So yeah, right, like I say, we just spreading them out. He's doing pretty good controlling the line of scrimmage, so we're not just finna be busting through the front 7. So everything count, every down count. That's why we're calling timeout all the way up here. I was trying to make sure I can see him move so I can get that bubble screen going. This formation is called gun double stack Y off, or just gun doubles Y off. I did a whole scheme, a whole video on just this formation alone last year. I may look for it and go put it at the bottom of the little blog part. So be on the lookout for that, or I may put it in the comment section. So yeah, you want to check that out, go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and do it if I don't forget. Did a whole scheme, everything from that jet sweep. It has like 4 auto motion plays from that jet sweep, and you can mirror all 4 plays around each other and make a whole nice little game plan for it. And you can clean up pretty good. I recommend you have a scrambling quarterback and put that quarterback with fast break. You know, it helps out a lot because like you just see me do quarterback power. So yeah. So as you can see, clock management working out pretty good. I scored first. I got the first stop. I get ball back. It's the playoff. It's very intense. No room for error and mistakes. That's the mentality that you want to have, especially in the playoffs. I don't care if I win 2-0. You can win a game at a minimum of 2-0. I don't care if I win 2-0 in the playoffs, as long as I won. Forget style, man. So as you can see, he's shooting himself in the foot. We're all the way down here, and I can't stand this little cheesy thing they do with this tight end. Man, I am not a fan of that. I do not do that. But that's what you could do when you have scrambling quarterbacks and stuff, and you live off cheese. You know, you put the tight end in the delay fade. So in my mind, I process that in my head, and I'm waiting on that from now on, because I know once they do that, they like to go to it again. So we were ready that time, and we're gonna be ready next time. So he ended up getting his little cheesy 3 points. As you can see, he didn't really scheme his way down the field to get those 3 in. This is not the perfect scenario that we painted, but at least we had the lead at halftime. And let's go to the green screen. Third quarter, let's go. So I'm in the spread 2x2. We did a halfback draw. And the goal right here is to just take whatever I can get. First time I did a draw. Next time I waited and his guys committed and we threw the bubble screen. As you can see, it's 2x2. We know he's in cover 4. Drop show 2. And the linebackers who stick in the slot receivers are just going to see what's going on with the running back. So that's kind of like RPO style. And we threw the bubble screen and got 10 yards. An easy little 10 yards. So I'll take that all day if I can. And simultaneously, the clock is ticking. You know, the clock is ticking so we can pop the ribbon and get across the goal line. Alright, so that's a nice little draw. If you don't ever remember nothing Coach KK ever said, remember this. Take the third quarter out the ball game if you can. If you can take the third quarter out the ball game, that will help you out. It's got to be one of these like slugfest type of games, you know, where one mistake will kill you dead. Take the third quarter out the game, and as you see, we're moving beautifully down the field. We're staying ahead of the chains. We're trying not to see a third down, but we're making sure we get positive yards every time. Look at that, nice execution. So he don't appear to be going over there to contest my bubble screen, and we'll just do bubble screen and draw back and forth if need be. Bubble screen and draw, bubble screen and draw. What's cool about that bubble screen in the spread flex, you get to flip it over. I give him credit for that, although he didn't literally do it, but I'll be on the lookout for that from now on. So it's a 3rd and 3, midway in the third quarter. The goal is to take the third quarter out of the game and go to the fourth quarter with 2 possessions. Now, we'll give him credit for blocking that screen right there. I'm not necessarily in field goal range, so we're going to do one of those money plays that he haven't seen yet. And you know, space and switching has a high probability of being completed. You've seen me do that time after time. Space and switching is probably one of the most top plays I've done this whole entire year. So as you can see, we're cleaning up pretty good. The third quarter is drained. We're winning 1002, 1003, and it's time to throw this ball, cat. Let's go. TD. We had a clean pocket, so we had a little we had an opportunity to extend the 3-second delay. So as you can see, it looked like we're going to go into this fourth quarter up by 2, and you guys need to kind of like inherit that mentality sometime. It ain't all about being 28 zip and 21-3 and scoring a TD every time. The clock is an enemy also. The clock is an enemy just like... Okay, check this out. You're the good, he's the bad, the clock is the ugly. The good, bad, and ugly. That's how I'm going to paint that picture right there. So you got to watch out for the ugly, because everything can be all good. You can be winning like a mug the whole entire game against the bad. Everything doing good, and you be winning against the bad, right? And then that ugly clock can mess your whole game up. Good, bad, and ugly. Don't forget that. So as you can see, we get a nice little hit stick, but I did kind of PI the guy, you know. It's all good, though. It's all good. He's in a chokehold. We're like a python right here. We got this dude in the chokehold. His possessions was very limited. This is pretty much the third time he's had the ball, when you think about it. And this is the fourth quarter. We've all played games where you've had the ball 4 or 5 times in the first half. This is third time having the ball, and it's the fourth quarter. So you can see where I'm coming from with this one. We always want to click that R3 in when we're playing against scramblers. It'll bring in somebody to hit that QB. And this guy's in destitute. You know, he's in a strong wing. He appears to have no scheme. You down by 2 possessions in the strong wing, something is up. That means you've been kind of like zoned out of your scheme, man. And here you go, want to do little cheese plays and send tight ends all across the field. Nope. So we're looking good right here. Almost a 2-minute warning. Up by 2 possessions. No turnovers. We didn't put all the points on the scoreboard. We didn't light it up today, but it's still positive. You know, we're protecting the ball. We're moving the chains. We're winning the down and distance battle. And these are things that you got to, you know, process in your mind if you're new to this thing. If you've been around, you kind of know what's going on. You know, this is just like textbook type of stuff to you. So here we go with that gun doubles Y off. That's one of the plays that you can mirror around that auto motion. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that link in the description. It's from last year, but it was some gems in that. And, you know, this formation comes from the spread playbook. It's 4 plays with that auto motion in there. So you can clean up real good against some guys. Yeah, I did a beautiful scheme last year. Under the 2-minute warning, everything is looking good, you know. It's 14-3, 2 possessions. That's all I care about. Look at that. Red zone. Red zone scissors. I mean, we're just hitting this dude with everything. Quarterback power. I kind of ran this wrong a little bit. I should have cut it in a little bit, but it's all good. And we just put him in the chokehold like a python, basically. You know, this was a game we had to win right here. This was a must win for me. I don't know about him. Championship round, hey, that's a must win for me. So yeah, that's how that thing go, y'all. This is Coach KK. Feel free to add any value in the comment section if you need to. I'm not done with this Madden 21 thing. We got 1 more month to go. User pick videos are coming up next. I gotta do one of those. It's been a long time. You guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go. Clock management. Haha.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all?
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.